Hey, welcome to What Do You Think of This, where we are revisiting the best foods from our past to let you know whether they're the best foods for your future.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
I'm Jeff Abyad. With me is Josue Escobar.
Hey, everybody. What's
Josue, it smells so good in here right now.
It does.
We're getting ready to do another test kitchen episode.
Yeah, we are.
Test kitchen, test kitchen, yeah.
If you haven't seen this before, what we've been doing is not only revisiting nostalgic things, but for these test kitchen episodes, now going back to nostalgic food.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite so far?
Nostalgia as of a few weeks.
Well, some of it. The Jello went back a long way.
It did. Yeah, that did go
The
back a long
High
way.
Dad soup. But today, so we're pulling foods from the movies we've been watching.
Yeah. This is really fun.
Yes,
I like it.
And I think I said this last time. Now I feel like I'm deliberately picking movies with food that we can eat. Because I don't know if we'll downvote anything today. We've got some really good options.
I know. They're all really good. Well, all of the episodes have been really good. Well, except for Alice.
We might have some Alice food coming.
Yeah. Tease it a little bit there.
2 Alice episodes and just deserves at least a little mini snack.
Yeah.
So some of these we are going into some home recipes. Do you have any specific recipes that you have a specialty of cooking that have been passed down to you?
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think I do have anything particular. I mean, I know I need to write some recipes down that my mom has. Mm-hmm. And I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
You know?
One of these recipes that we have today actually came from the hand of my mother.
Yeah.
We can share it in a little bit because I think people will really enjoy it, or we're going to find out. But it is one of those where her form of a recipe never includes specifics. It has these specific ingredients, but it's just like, put, garlic to taste. Like, what's taste?
What's
I've never
taste?
made this before. Just you'll know when.
Then you find out how much of it based off of how many tomatoes.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll need this much garlic. Because it all depends on how many tomatoes you put in the sauce.
There are a lot of recipes that have circulated through my family. Obviously, family background, there's a lot of food there.
Yeah.
But I'm not a cook because I can obsess about like one thing. Yeah. But I get too much into the weeds. So for a while, it was banana bread. I was making banana bread all the time. But I had all my detailed recipe, and then I would just do that one thing. And now we've been talking about my ramen, which I had again last night.
Dang, I still haven't had that.
I know. We need to do it. Maybe on video. That is
we need to watch
one.
like a throwback movie with some ramen in it. Yeah. A Japanese movie. I don't know.
Anyway, let's get to the food.
Test kitchen, yeah.
Because, as you said, Alice Through the Looking Glass is now your favorite movie ever.
Oh, yeah, by far my most favorite.
You're going to be watching it annually.
Would you call it a movie or a miniseries? What do you?
You could call it whatever you want.
A play on TV.
I don't think you can call it enjoyable.
A high school musical play on TV.
But Alice, if you've seen any iteration of Alice, has versions of like tea and crumpets and cakes. And so because Looking Glass Land does everything in reverse, it only felt fitting that we start today with desserts.
Yep. We're going backwards, people.
So first up is Looking Glass Cake.
The monster's having an awful time trying to cut that cake.
In Alice, again, I should specify, this is the 1985 TV edition of Alice, two-part. Yeah. They had a plum cake.
Which we couldn't find, right?
Does that exist?
You don't know how to serve looking glass cake.
I mentioned that to somebody on Sunday, and they were like, what? What's a plum cake?
Who eats plum cake if you're in Looking Glass Land? But we've learned from Alice that you have to pass the cake around first.
Yeah.
Hand it round first, then cut it afterward.
And then cut it afterwards?
I guess you eat plum cake if, you have troubles with moving your bowels.
I'm sure the powdered sugar isn't really helping that. So I got the closest I could find, which was, you've already seen it sliced, this little mini cheesecake, which I'm pretty excited about. I don't even know the consistency if I'm going to be able to get at it with a fork or my hand.
Bon appetit, I guess.
Oh.
Really smooth.
Awesome. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is bringing me right back to that key lime pie almost.
Mm-hmm.
Do you normally like cheesecake?
Mm-hmm. I do. I just like to torture myself.
I'm so sorry. I know. I never think about this. I'm just filling those way with a bunch of dairy.
I love cheesecake though, man.
This is really good. You should have seen the lady's face when we were there at the dessert counter, Lucy and I.
Uh-huh.
And we bought just this one single tiny dessert. She must think we're the most disciplined family ever. I'm like, I will like that one tiny cake.
You're like, for the both of you?
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what we're doing now. That was a big bite.
I love the consistency of cheesecake.
Is it just like whipped egg that makes it that fluffy?
I don't know. Cheese? These are questions that we probably should have answered ahead of time also.
Uh-huh.
If I'm going to eat a cake, it's going to be in order: ice cream cake, cheesecake, coffee cake, and way at the bottom is birthday cake.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I do not like birthday. Do you like birthday cake?
Not really, not. It depends what type of birthday cake. There's some cakes that they make, like the fruit in between the layers.
Oh, that's
Those
a
are
different
really good. That's
thing.
different.
Like a wedding cake.
Yeah, yeah. For my birthday, normally Elizabeth will get me
I'm going to eat some more of
a
this.
big old chocolate chip cookie cake.
Oh, yeah.
The chocolate chip cookie is my favorite.
Cookie cake.
Yeah, cookie cake. And then, ice cream cake, the Oreo ice cream cake.
Oh, yeah. Or mint. Okay.
And then my mom's flan, which is technically, you can call it a cake, but it's got this cheesecake consistency for a flan.
My wife used to work at a Mexican restaurant in Tucson.
Uh-huh.
And they had flan that you could take to go. It was just this ad that they had handwritten by the cash register. And it was there for the entire time that she worked there for years. But somebody wrote the words "to go" too close together. So if you didn't know what was going on and you don't know what flan is and you don't even speak Spanish, you just thought it was flan togo.
Flan togo.
So I still think about that. All right.
Awesome.
What do you think about the cheesecake togo?
I give it a thumbs up.
It's great.
I give it a.
This
it
is
holds
good
up.
stuff.
Yeah.
Even though it'll do some damage later.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. If you did, against our recommendation, go back and watch this Alice in Wonderland special. Part 2, you saw Carol Channing sing a fantastic song.
That's right.
Jam tomorrow, jam yesterday.
And she
A
referenced
jam today and a jam tomorrow. I don't know, whatever she says.
jam.
She was on drugs.
Show the jam.
You can wish as you want, you can want as you wish. Still, you better hear me say, jam tomorrow, jam.
The entire cast was on something.
They were on something.
Maybe they overdosed on plum
I don't
cake.
think it was jam. So what I brought is a couple jams that we have here. This one, as you can see, was this is yesterday's jam.
Yesterday's jam.
And this is tomorrow's jam. Seen it? Jam tomorrow, jam yesterday. But what did she say, Josue?
No jam today.
But never, ever jam to the top.
Never ever jam today.
No, never ever.
Sorry, guys. Moving on. We just watched the classic Steven Spielberg dessert-related special. It was called E.T., the extraterrestrial.
Yes. E.T. phone home.
Yeah. Did E.T. ever eat the Reese's Pieces?
I think he did something with them, and then he gave them back to Elliot.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. You guys should watch the movie.
We thought instead of just eating Reese's Pieces today, though, we already showed you, but we got two here. We have Reese's versus M&M. Where do you stand in this fight?
Reese's.
Yeah.
I love peanut butter. I mean, I love chocolate. Chocolate's like my favorite.
Uh-huh.
But for some reason, these Reese's Pieces, I've always loved those.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
but between the two of them, I would say Reese's.
Temperature-wise, how do you prefer them?
Room temperature, or in this case, frigid.
I was gonna say, some people refrigerate them, but I think that's just my life right now. Guys, it is so cold. But we turned the heater off just so we could record. Okay, we'll go in. You want to go Reese's first?
Yeah,
or
I'm gonna
M&M's
go
first.
I'll go M&M's first because I said Reese's is better. Well, let's see.
I'm gonna start with Reese's. I don't really care about the color. Okay, not like a crazy. Normally, I'll just throw a few in my mouth. I feel like this is turning into an ASMR. Okay, let me just have. I got mostly orange. I should say I haven't had Reese's in a really long time.
Can you taste the food coloring?
No.
No, me neither.
I'm eating Reese's. You're eating M&M's. I can taste peanut butter. When I eat these, okay, last time we were talking about Jell-O, and you like eating method because I realized I'm so apparently OCD that I have a very specific way that I eat stuff. These, if I think about it, I stand them up between my teeth and then I bite them.
What?
Yeah.
You're psychotic.
I don't know why I do that. I'm curious if anybody else does. I'm going to go for M&Ms now. You just ate M&Ms.
Do you think there's a difference between like the brown, the yellow, and the orange Reese's?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I know with Skittles, they're all the same flavor, but they have different scents.
So I appreciate the milk chocolate, the M&M chocolate. It's like the Hershey type chocolate. It's a good chocolate, I think. The peanut butter is great. The thing about the Reese's is I think the shells are thinner than the M&Ms.
Yeah, the M&Ms are a bit more of a crunch to them.
So it's like a little more satisfying, like crumble.
Weirdly, though, it does take me back to childhood. Like I eat an M&M and I can remember as a kid eating them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, I told you, my grandmother had that wall cabinet thing with the genie lamp of James was talking about M&Ms in there.
Now, if somebody were to make both of these and combine them, maybe like an M&M with a peanut in it.
Novel idea. I'm going to mix them together. I don't think I've ever done this. You can tell the difference right off the bat, like you said. M&Ms are harder to chew through. It just kind of turns into a big blur of flavor. I don't like that.
Yeah, you're right. It mixes way too much. It needs to be a little more separated.
They both hold up. I mean, you can't really go wrong with these. But yeah, I'm saying Reese's over
Nice.
M&Ms.
Yeah, me too.
It's the only way.
I love it. Yeah. You gotta put it right in front of your face.
E.T. phone home.
E.T. That's all we had for E.T. The only other option that we had in front of us was eating a box of pizza that somebody had stepped on.
Oh, that's right.
Thought, there are better movies that reference pizza, so let's not do that. I'm really excited about this next one.
This is gonna be good.
Not only is it one of my favorite ever Disney animated movies, but it is one of my favorite options that we have today.
Test kitchen.
Yeah.
This is a recipe that is yours.
No.
Well, okay, what is this turkey leg recipe that we're going to be eating? Why are we eating turkey legs?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So in A Sword in the Stone, who was it? The stepdad who was eating.
The
was
brother.
It, the brother was eating.
Kay
was in the castle when Pellinor comes to show up, right?
Pellinor. Well, actually, when they first meet Merlin. So right before that.
Yeah. So when they first meet Merlin,
they were looking for Wart. They don't know where he is, and he's like, "I'm not the Wart."
Yeah, and he's
Keeper.
like eating this turkey leg and just chomping down. And
we talked about repeated animation. They use the same, him eating a turkey. He eats 4 of them.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same at least 2 or 3 times exact animation. So it looks real good.
Yeah, so the recipe, and this is something I kind of held back until we did the episode because he's going to be surprised.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea.
It's smoked turkey, right? But it's from Harris Teeter.
Oh.
Pre-smoked.
Pre-smoked. Okay.
Yeah, and all you had to do was just stick in the oven. They had cooking directions to kind of finish it off, which we did this morning. So, not a recipe of my own, but I'm pretty excited because Harris Teeter hasn't filled me yet.
Never.
Never.
All right. Let's get the turkey legs.
Let's do it.
Well, blast it all, I am!
I should say I was right. There are a few times recently that I thought, man, I'm so glad we started a podcast. But times like this, man, I'm so glad. These look amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I don't even know where to get into this. I'm just excited to grab it and eat it. Should we just do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
But we got to show people. So, full-fisted.
Oh, totally. The funny thing is, I created the Test Kitchen logo not knowing that we would ever do this. And it's only episode 3 it took us to get to this. Yeah, it's like, yes.
Just clobber you.
Bonk.
All right.
Okay, I can't eat the whole thing in one bite like Kay did, but
I'll try.
Oh. Wow.
Not bad at all.
Wow.
I will say, like, Thanksgiving's coming up, and it is my favorite meal.
Do you
The
go for a
Thanksgiving
leg
meal.
Thanksgiving turkey?
Yeah, I do. I'm a dark meat type of guy.
I'm usually white meat, but this is awesome.
What do you think of the flavor? Like the seasoning and stuff like that?
The smoky flavor is nice.
Just rip that sucker right out.
This is going to be the most unappealing thing to watch. I'm going to have to censor us eating these.
Oh my goodness. I could never eat like that, like Kay did in the movie, because you just get so messy.
I don't imagine Kay ever washing his hands. Tiger and Talbot were just licking them.
Yeah, probably. And he probably smacked Arthur around with his dirty hands, too. What a jerk.
He probably wiped it all over Merlin's guest room before he stayed in there. If you're watching the movie, I'm not considering them like a well-to-do people. They probably hunt a lot. Mm-hmm. Oh, he was hunting at the beginning of the movie.
That's right, yeah.
So maybe he even hunted whatever he was eating.
It was probably really good, really fresh. And I'm not sure if they smoked it, you know. I mean, what did they use back in medieval times?
Downstairs, something that Wart had to wash.
Yeah.
There were a lot of dishes.
There were.
They only do their dishes like once a year. The nice thing about hunting, though, in a Disney movie is you only need one arrow. They just reuse the same shot.
Oh, that's right. It just reloads by itself.
Okay, I'm not eating turkey legs very often.
No, me neither.
This is great.
Yeah. Some people hate turkey. Some people, even for Thanksgiving, will do chicken and not turkey.
Did I tell you we have a turkey that lives in our neighborhood?
No?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Sometimes we'll be just driving out in our neighborhood, like, is that a turkey? And it's just walking across the field.
I hope he walks by right now through the window as we're eating.
If he did, he's at the bird feeder. Might finish this whole thing so I can just throw the bone to our dogs. As normally a white meat guy, both physically and in preference, this is great.
Yeah. It's like the best part of the dark meat.
I was going to try and work that into a song, but I couldn't think of one.
Let us know what you think. You like turkey for Thanksgiving or chicken? You like dark meat, white meat? What's your preference?
Here's the thing. The best part about a leg of turkey is not even necessarily the taste for me. It's eating a leg of turkey.
Yeah.
So my kids, if like everybody fights over the turkey leg at Thanksgiving because they just want to hold the leg and eat it. It's not like even chicken wing or whatever. That's fine too. But a turkey leg?
Reminds me of like medieval times.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
You guys ever been in medieval times? It's really cool. It's really cool.
Are you asking me if
I'm
I
asking,
have?
I'm asking the audience.
It's like, I have.
Yeah. I think I went with you.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was more than once.
I've definitely been there more than once. But after the first time,
Yeah.
you realize, this is just the same thing. Still a good time.
Hiya.
Instead of medieval time, which is it's going to be a super long video of us just eating a full turkey leg. We could speed it up. Okay, I'm excited about this. This is both from a movie, but also has some nostalgic family ties. This is the recipe I was talking about that I got from my mother, which came from her uncle. It used to be a homemade spaghetti sauce. The reason we are doing this is because in The Godfather, if you remember, when they're going to the mattresses, Michael Corleone is learning how to be, what would you say?
A gangster?
It says it doesn't sound right in this setting.
He's learning to run the family business.
He's learning to run the family business, and part of that is feeding a lot of hungry Italian men. You might have to cook for 20 guys someday.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to need to know how to do this.
Yep.
So his sauce is very simple. A little bit of oil, garlic, tomatoes, tomato paste. He walks him through the whole thing. You throw some meat in there.
Yeah.
A little bit of wine, sugar. That's it.
That sounds really good. And I think maybe next time we'll actually do that recipe.
And compare them
Yeah.
and see.
Maybe one day.
So this recipe actually is not that much different. I didn't actually watch it happen because you guys made it at your house. In fact, your wonderful wife did the honors.
Yeah, she did. And she had a pretty good time figuring out and deciphering the recipe and going, okay, how much of...
Let's put it here on top of the video so people can just see it.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you can't read the handwriting, at least put the description below.
A little bit. Yeah. Let's do that.
So people can see it. Yeah.
It was just really fun figuring out, okay, a little more red pepper flakes, a little more garlic, basically to our taste, to what we want to get out of it.
Yeah. Did you play Italian music while the cooking was happening?
No.
No, not the Godfather soundtrack?
Should have thought of that.
Yeah. I was joking last time about being so piping hot, but honestly, this time it is pretty warm. So we might need to talk about spaghetti for a quick second before we dig into this. Favorite type of noodle? If you're getting spaghetti, you just going with traditional?
Yeah, for sure. I really despise the angel hair pasta. It's too thin. It's too...
I wouldn't pick it first, but I don't mind it.
I like the thicker noodles.
When I was a kid, I was a big fan of ziti.
Which one's that?
I'm going to get this wrong, so all the Italians let me know.
Is that
I believe it was like it was a hole in the center of a noodle, and it had kind of ridges to it, so it's kind of a longer noodle.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
that was pretty good. I'm going to put a little bit. We already put some Parmesan. You want some more?
Yes, please.
All right, let's go for it. Ooh. Man, I wish we had smell-o-vision because this smells delightful. And here's the thing. I feel like most times at home when you're making spaghetti, it's not to this extent, right?
What do you mean?
Well, we're not eating SpaghettiOs at home, but we're usually not going all out. It's usually some version that we can make for everybody, and we're not going from scratch.
Oh, yeah.
It's usually
That's
a pre-made
true.
sauce,
That's
which you
true.
can find pretty good these days. But this is like
Making
legit.
it's great.
Should we do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm always for more sauce too.
Do you ever do you do this thing?
I always had trouble doing that. I guess you could, but I always want to scoop up extra sauce. I can taste those pepper flakes you're talking about.
Yeah. What do you think? Have you had this before? This recipe in the past?
It's been a long time. It's always a cut above just your run of the mill spaghetti sauce.
Yeah.
Once you make it at home, this is way better.
So
This is
would
really
you
good.
say this, how we executed it, was close to what you've had?
This is awesome?
Wow.
In what world?
In what
I just think the pastime we've created for ourselves of just eating delicious food on camera. Mm-hmm. Time well spent. Yeah,
I mean, it is currently lunchtime.
it is. We'll post a recipe below, and then if folks want to make it and take a picture of themselves eating it, I would love to see it.
Yeah, see, it has like that kick to it. I really like that. I don't know if it's the turkey or not, but I almost feel like there's a smoky flavor to this also.
My brother, who you've all met because he was here for our second Alice episode, it's like infamous family story now that we went to this restaurant and he ordered spaghetti and meatballs, but it was spaghetti and a meatball. It was one giant meatball
Oh, whoa.
at the center of the plate. And he delicately ate his way around it the whole time, saving it.
Oh, wow.
You know, because I'm going to enjoy this meatball. And he got through all the spaghetti. And then he took his fork to cut into the meatball right off the plate onto the floor.
Oh, no. That's like that song. And I lost my poor meatball.
Yeah. When somebody couldn't use a fork and knife. Wow, this
Did
is
he
good.
pick it up and eat it?
No.
Oh.
I don't know what happened after that. That's the only part that exists in memory. And
Did
family.
did he not believe in the 5-second rule?
With a meatball? He'd be picking up everything off that floor.
Wait, did the restaurant not just like take pity and like here you go. Here's another meatball.
They only make 10 meatballs for the day. And that's it? No, I don't know.
I was gonna say
Some
for
fancy
real.
restaurant. You know how they do? Like,
Yeah.
sorry, you weren't here early enough. You don't get the meatball. Spaghetti and meatball. Italian food is one of my faves. Mm-hmm. Like, legit.
It's like a comfort food, and then just take a nap right after it.
That's why when you're running from the cops, you want to just eat some spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, because you want to feel comforted from the crimes that you committed.
You know, at least you'll sleep well.
Will you though?
It's with a stomach full of carbohydrates and
Yeah,
wine.
yeah, especially the wine. I'm glad we actually didn't do like wine or something because the tryptophan and the turkey meat and wine and spaghetti would.
The family's going to come home,
We're
find the
just passed
video
out.
running, and us just like huddled up on the ground.
Passed out. I've asked like multiple people now, like, what do you think of the movie and
Yeah.
what do you think it is about? And different responses every time.
Every time. I still haven't watched part 2.
I still haven't found anybody that doesn't like it.
Oh, except that one commenter.
Yeah, exactly. I think they trolled us.
Yeah, honestly, somebody just to get our goat.
So what do you think?
I love the spaghetti. That was great. I'm trying to think if I were to put these things in order. That would be actually really hard. Let's do it real quick. Spaghetti over turkey leg.
I think the spaghetti.
Yep, I think that too. Okay, so spaghetti's our first ranking. Turkey leg.
Yep.
Reese's Pieces, better or worse than the turkey leg?
Oof.
That is tough.
Yeah, that is tough. I would say just turkey leg because I'm more of a savory dude than sugary.
You are a savory dude. I'm going to say Reese's Pieces over turkey leg.
Yeah?
For me,
Yeah? Okay.
that's just in this moment, that's what my gut is telling me.
Nice.
Okay, what about cheesecake? Wait, M&Ms?
Oh, M&M's over...
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Forget about the M&Ms.
The cheesecake wins. I think M&M's are the bottom.
M&Ms were the bottom.
They're not terrible.
They were all great. That's the thing about today. We had nothing really that was not
terrible.
good.
No? I mean, we didn't have the jam. We got to wait until
tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now the jelly, now honey, for love, no money. Give her him a jam today.
Oh, Carol Channing.
Crazy lady.
But I do want to say that I would love people's suggestions on foods and nostalgic anything. So nostalgic movies for sure.
Let us know like what nostalgia thing you guys want us to listen to, watch, eat. Yeah. Please.
Do?
Yeah.
Somebody suggested jazzercise.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm trying to figure out how we can work this into our schedule.
In this room?
No, we're not going to video record it. But I think we ought to do it.
Jazzercise?
Yeah. Have you ever done anything like that?
I mean, I've done like a body pump class. You have to play jazz and dance to it.
We're going to find out, but not this season.
Weird.
I think that's going to have to be a season 2 thing. Because we do have something lined up for the next couple weeks. Mm-hmm. But this next week, I'm excited, is a suggestion of yours. And we talked about this on our last episode. It is a musical, but it's a musical I've not seen. And I've seen a lot of musicals.
Oh, and I love this musical, and I think you'll like it too.
Yeah.
If you don't, I'll be kind of disappointed. It'll be definitely one of those nostalgia things.
Yeah.
You know? Because we've all done it, right? Hey, watch this. You got to watch it. It's great. And then you watch it and it's not.
Like the Goonies.
This could be the same thing.
This could be my Goonies in musical form. Chunk. Hey, you guys.
I think this is better than the Goonies, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to find out. So if you don't already know what it is and you want to guess, you can pause and look at last week's ET artwork, and I would have thrown the Easter egg for this episode. What are we going to be talking about, Josue?
We're going to be talking about Extra. Read all about it. I don't know why I said it that way. We're talking about the Newsies. Disney's The Newsies.
The only thing I know about the Newsies, I picture little boys, a bunch of little boys with newspapers in their hands. I assume they sell them with those kind of not bowler caps,
like
a
fedora
cabbie
hat.
cap.
Yeah.
That's bigger and comes to a bill, and maybe pants that don't go all the way down to their shoes, but they have long socks.
Yeah. Definitely. Like the baseball socks type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I picture.
You're quite on the spot there.
And I can't imagine what the movie would be about, the musical. I don't know anything about it. So I'm going to say a little boy who works with a bunch of other little boys. He's poor. He is just trying to make a living. And then something happens where all the boys have to work together to do something, to defend their paper that's about to go under, or there's a rival newspaper selling gang.
Ooh.
Or in Newsies 2, they have to combat the internet and the dissolution of physical printed media.
Wait, when do you think this takes place?
I don't know.
In one?
No, that was part 2. I'm just tossing that out there.
Part 2 is
not seen part 1.
Part 2 is like 50 years later.
Yeah. It's their grandkid opening a giant chest and dusting off the newspapers.
Yeah. There is a character's name in there his name is Crutchy. What do you think he's about?
Okay, he's only got one crutch, so one of his legs is like a lame leg, and he just went with just one. Sorry, sir. Would you like to buy a paper? No, kid, get out of here. Oh, here's a quarter.
You're not that far off, but still, you're already a little bit off there. But
I don't know how Crutchy's going to dance, though. That's what I want to see.
Right? He does a pretty good job.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait.
The one question, is there any swinging from trapeze-like devices? Like somebody comes swinging across?
No. Okay. There's no. This is much better production than Alice.
There was nobody swinging in Alice.
There was nothing swinging.
You dog on Alice so much, but man, there were some good moments in there.
I want to say there is
mostly bad, but
yeah, there's probably some unseen, or you can't tell that there's a trampoline somewhere in the background, and that's how they're like jumping around.
Oh,
there's probably like that kind of thing, but not swinging. No one's swinging.
Is there any food in Newsies?
I'd be surprised if they're swinging. There is.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they go into detail of what food it is, but there is like a plate. I wonder if that's another thing we could use in the future.
I will say that doing this, like, because, we have obviously now referred back to a couple different episodes and we've been pulling food currently from movies.
Yeah.
But if people have recipes that is just a nostalgic recipe for you that has existed in your family that you love, I think it would be awesome if they submit them and we try them.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then we tell them your grandmother's cookies suck. No, we won't. We'll be nice. We'll give it a real college try.
We'll be nice, and if they are not great, we'll let you know. Maybe let your grandmother down easy.
Yeah, she's dead, Josue.
Oh.
Her ashes are on the window. In fact, we sprinkle some every time we make these cookies.
Did you guys use her ashes in this? No.
This is really taking a turn.
Yeah. Let's bring it back.
Yeah.
What's after Newsies? Did we decide?
We did decide, but I don't remember what it is.
I thought maybe it was an actual album.
Oh, did you know this and you were just teasing?
No.
Oh, okay, you're right. You're
an
right.
album.
After Newsies is our Thanksgiving Day episode.
That's right.
And so we are going to be doing something Thanksgiving themed.
Yeah.
Or
Christmas
or
themed.
Otherwise.
No.
That's not, we can't say that yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rewind.
No,
Yep,
I just mean
yep.
it's too early in the season.
Yeah.
People get angry if you talk about Christmas too soon.
Some people are like, Christmas starts November 1st. I'm like, wow, you're crazy.
I just listened to a Christmas album today.
Did you really?
It was a new one. I was looking for something to listen to. I was like, okay, I'll listen
And
to
you one
this.
that released just now? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, it's way too early.
Yeah, well, you got to get out there before all the other people.
I guess, but just release it the day after Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving Day.
No, because if you're marketing to people who are going to be singing those songs, you got to get them rehearsing it now.
I'm glad I'm not on those lists
No.
to receive those new songs, Christmas songs early like that.
Yeah, I love Christmas, but I don't like early prep Christmas. Yeah, so you can let us know your suggestions below, or you can email them to pleaseeatthis@wdyt.show.
That's better than please eat me.
Yeah, eat me. Oh, eat the turkey leg. Right back to Pugsley.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, and you can let us know what you think about this and what you think we should get to next, because we would love those suggestions.
Yeah.
While you're here, if you want to just like and subscribe.
Please subscribe, like, share.
Yeah, and share it. That's the best way people can find out about this awesome podcast and what we're going to be doing in the weeks to come. Yep.
Let us know. Give us thumbs up.
Thumbs up. So until next time,
And
Josue.
give us a shout out.
Hey, you guys. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us for this test kitchen. I
Yes.
love this segment.
Yeah,
and
thanks, Jeff. This is fun.
I can't wait till the next one. We'll see you guys next time.
My heart is full, and so is my tummy.
Wish I had more cheesecake. All right, guys. We'll talk to you next
All
time.
right, peace out, everybody.
Bye.
Do we need a knife and fork? WDYT.show. Come on, folks.